Assalamu alaikum, greetings on behalf of Brother Albert Muhammad and the Let Us Make Man family. Once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in and hearing what we share and reading our posts. We thank you sincerely. First and foremost, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came to us in the persons of Mustafa Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is indeed thine exalted Christ. And I furthermore indeed bear witness that the national representative of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is Minister Louis Farrakhan, our leader, teacher, and guide. I greet you all in these names, and the nation greet the words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum. Once again, family, I'd like to take a few moments of your time. Normally, our videos are short and swift and straight to the point. I humbly apologize at the very beginning of this particular session if it tends to go longer than the normal sessions that we do. I want to say greetings on behalf of Brother Albert Muhammad and the Let Us Make Man family to our viewers, our listeners, those who post, those who read our posts, those who click like and things of that nature. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. But I want to take a few minutes to get to a point of a video I took the initiative to sit down and listen to attentively. And that was the video put out by Ray Lewis, the former Baltimore Ravens player, in his assessment of the Black Lives Matter movement and his stats and statistics he presented in terms of black on black crime and the murder rate amongst black on black. Now, I pray Almighty God Allah that He guide my spirit, that He protect my tongue, for we are taught not to speak baby language. Baby language is immature language. So I pray Allah that He walk with your brother in this particular session. But before I begin my brief assessment of Mr. Lewis' video, I want to challenge and call Ray Lewis out. And I challenge Ray Lewis to do that which our sisters are doing in the community they live in, which is the black community. 3 black women, sisters, who are community activists, after hearing the verdict of the Trayvon Martin case and George Zimmerman walked scot-free for his assassination of our young brother. Our sisters could not bear no more. They got to a point where they felt the need and the desire to do something. So one of our sisters, if not all 3 of them, created a hashtag, Black Lives Matter. They never said anything about any other lives not mattering or don't matter. They said Black Lives Matter. Huh? Well, what brought all of that about? The fact that Black Lives Matter. I'll explain it to you. And it's really self-explanatory. When you have the type of conditions you have in a particular community, say it be the black community, where law enforcement are killing blacks indiscriminately, unaccountable, some straight out assassinations. These are people that are hired to protect and serve. But they are the stalkers and the killers. So these sisters decided to form this particular movement, striving to gain the attention of the political elite or the powers to be to recognize the fact that black lives matter as much as any other lives matter. However, in doing so, they hit a nerve. See? And the nerve that they hit sparked mass debate all across the country. White folks got alarmed, black folks got alarmed. Then they accused the sisters of putting out accusations as to say, they're saying no other lives matter, only black lives matter. You and I know better than that. And I never spoke to neither one of these sisters. I don't know them personally, never seen them before. But the God that I bear witness to bring truth and light to the believer. And I saw and I saw the desire and the spirit of these sisters to make a difference. So, Ray Lewis, I find it interesting how you broke down the stats and statistics of the murder rate, particularly in Chicago. We don't deny that we have a serious problem in our community. We don't deny the issues that we're facing. We don't deny the black on black crime. But let me explain something to you, Mr. Lewis. There are countless brothers and sisters throughout the black community all over America pitching in, chipping in, striving to make a conservative effort to make a difference. Right? The Nation of Islam, under the leadership of Minister Louis Farrakhan, the national representative of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, instituted what we call conflict resolution, the L.O.C. committee, local organizing committee. This organization is made up of community leaders, activists, elected officials, anyone that want to play a part in the social development and the corrections that need to take place in the black community. So, your assessment to say that we're turning our backs, or the Black Lives Movement family are turning their backs towards black on black crime, I would beg to differ with that, dear brother. As I stated earlier, I challenge you, Mr. Lewis, to join any local organization committee in your community, be it Baltimore or wherever you live in the black community. Become a part of the solution versus creating more problems. Step out on faith since you took the initiative to make your video in your prayer room. Step out on faith. Aid our sisters and our brothers versus condoning and condemning. You said you were asked a question, if you was an elected official, how would you handle the black on black crime in the black community? Your response was, and I quote, that you would put out a barrel on the corners and give them, meaning black people or the black youth, the opportunity to turn their guns or their weapons in. And if they don't do so, once they are arrested for firearm, you would give them 25 years. That's what you said. O foolish people art thou. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Lewis. Have you forgotten in 2000, the double homicide that you was charged and arrested with or for? Have you forgotten how the black community came to your assistance and supported you? Have you forgot? Have you? And your attorney was able to get you a plea And then the plea that you had to testify against your co-defendants, that you would be able to walk free, right? However, your co-defendants was acquitted as well. They were acquitted. Have you apologized to the families of the young brothers that was killed in that altercation? How dare you make such a video? Huh? I find it very interesting, Mr. Lewis, that you would step out on faith in such a manner, in such a way. But notice for